Are you upset with me?" The voice was calm, controlled, but underneath, it was shaking. That voice belonged to Lewis Hamilton, and the silence on the other end of the radio came from his Ferrari engineer. "You're not answering the question. It doesn't really matter, I guess. I'm just asking, am I a minute behind or—" For a 7-time world champion, those words weren't just about race position. They were about trust, and trust was nowhere to be found. This was Monaco, a track where execution is everything, where precision and communication win races, and in one of the most crucial moments of Ferrari's season, their newest star driver was left talking to silence. Hamilton didn't raise his voice. He didn't argue, but everyone watching knew something had gone wrong. His engineer, Riccardo Adami, simply told him, "This is our race." No strategy, no instruction, no clarity. Hamilton didn't push harder. He asked, "Am I still a minute behind?" The response, completely unrelated, a vague sentence about tires. Then came the most human question of all. Is everything okay between us? And once again, silence. This wasn't a mistake. It was a warning sign. Hamilton didn't ask about grip levels or brake bias. He asked about the relationship, and that silence was louder than any radio call. Because in Formula One, when trust breaks down, everything breaks down. Ferrari didn't lose Monaco because they were slow. They had the grip, they had the tools. What they didn't have was cohesion. We've seen this story before. Remember Sebastian Vettel? The silence, the vague strategy calls, the radio confusion. It ended in frustration. It ended in departure. And now, those same cracks are showing, but with a different name on the steering wheel. Lewis didn't come to Ferrari to fade out. He came to fight. He came to win one last title. But Monaco? Monaco looked like déjà vu, not dominance. After the race, Hamilton said, "I don't really have much to say. I did what I could with what I had. It's disappointing for sure, but I'm trying to keep my head down and stay focused." No anger, just detachment. And that is dangerous. Riccardo Adami is experienced, but he's not Bono, the voice Hamilton trusted at Mercedes for over a decade. With Bono, even failure felt secure. With Adami, the partnership already feels fragile. And according to Italian media, Hamilton's camp is already pushing for changes. In live race communication, timing gap updates, message delivery protocols. It's not confirmed, but it fits the pattern. This wasn't chaos. There were no red flags, no late race drama. This was just clean, basic execution. And Ferrari fumbled it. The SF25 could have placed top 5. Instead, both McLarens and even a Mercedes pulled away. Hamilton? Stuck in midfield traffic. Not because of pace, but because of miscommunication. Hamilton doesn't lose speed when things go wrong, but his posture changes. His answers get shorter. The emotion slips out of his voice. That's what we saw in Monaco. And the headlines in Italy? They're already using the words Vettel 2.0. Ferrari cannot afford that. Not now. Not with Leclerc qualifying well and pushing for upgrades. Hamilton was brought in to lift the team, not fracture it. The real danger isn't what happened in Monaco. It's what happens if this continues. In Canada, in Spain, in Silverstone. The longer it takes to build rhythm between a driver and engineer, the harder it is to recover mid-season. Hamilton has 103 wins. He doesn't have time to wait. Not for bonding, not for bureaucracy. This is Ferrari's moment, and if they miss it, they risk losing one of the greatest of all time, before the journey even begins. So what do you think? Is this just early season turbulence? Or is Ferrari already losing the trust of Lewis Hamilton? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to check out the next video on your screen, because this story isn't cooling off, and neither is the pressure in Maranello.